pointing at me. That means we started. Hi, I'm Adam. Welcome to Interpol X, a Monster of the Week actual play from Happy Jack's RPG. These are my players.
Hi, I am Kimmy, and oh my god, Stu wore these last because they're really loud. He's deaf. I'm Kimmy. I play Liliana Volkov? Volkov, that's what it is. I know my name. Liliana Volkov. And I am the spooky playbook. So I have sold my soul, probably. I have this creepy snake thing that's wrapped around my neck, which most people don't notice until they really get close. Oh, that's not just a creepy goth choker. That's an actual thing. It's not really a snake either. And yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I play, what was her name again? It's so long. Matilda Harrington Cates. And I'm the expert, Sand Snake.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Aelith McClear. She's using the Divine playbook and is actually one of our Interpol agents, right? Like an actual employee with a IRS form. Probably not IRS because they're not American. But
1099.
Yeah, probably not a 1099.
I'd like to know what she gets paid later.
What?
Her income.
Yeah.
Think about that.
And I'm Mike. I'm playing Christian Bernal, the wronged. They've taken my family, and I will get revenge.
Okay.
I have no family.
Darkness.
Loose cannon.
So,
You don't know my secret identity.
we open on a dimly lit museum. The subtitles say Amman, Jordan.
Okay.
What?
Did you want to do your question things
We
first?
starting?
I don't
Doing question things?
Yeah, you sent us questions we were supposed to be prepared for.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Before
that.
we-
Needle
Okay.
scratches.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just pause. Go.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Don't,
I
don't
asked.
pause the video feed.
Yeah, no, I'm not pausing
you
it.
want to follow along live.
That's for my brain. Sorry, I sent the players questions. I asked them to be ready to tell me two things. One, who would you cast as your character? And two, what languages do you speak?
I didn't read past the first question.
Well, that's a problem. You speak no languages. You have to be mute the entire game.
Oh my god, that's going to be amazing. Especially for the podcast listeners. They're going to
Riveting.
love that.
Yeah. You can communicate only in sign language charades.
Yes.
Yeah. Not actual sign language, because that's a language, so
Yeah.
only charades.
I'm glad I didn't say that because I only know this one.
Yeah. You
That's the
guys
middle
can
finger.
imagine which one
Yeah,
she
she
put up.
just, yeah.
That's the middle finger.
So Mike, why don't we start with you?
Oh, okay. So if I were to cast this character, it would be Theo Rossi, who is an actor
Yes.
from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't bring a picture. Should I have?
Which one?
No, it's fine.
He's Juice.
Juice. Yes, thank you. And he's also Shades on Luke
Yes.
Cage.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
nice.
He's, yeah.
And growing up on a Mexican border town, I would say he speaks at least some Spanish.
Okay.
That's all I got.
You can speak all Spanish if you want. It's okay.
I could, but I haven't decided yet.
So maybe just English and a smattering.
Yeah.
A Spanishing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jason, you are allowed to talk now.
Oh, okay,
So,
great.
yeah.
So I'm going with Neve McGrady from The Fall. And
Okay.
apparently when you're Welsh, Niamh spells Neve.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Welsh, the language, can go to hell. But anyway, that's who I would like to play my character in the movie.
Nice. Okay.
7
And-
seasons in a movie. Here we go.
Yes. And what languages does Aelith speak?
English, Ancient Gaelic, Latin, because those pesky Romans,
Stupid Romans.
and
They're the worst.
German.
And German. Okay. No. Not French?
Move along.
All right. Jessica, how about our expert, Matilda?
So Matilda.
It's so hard for me not to say Matilda Coatsworth Hay. 'Cause, sorry, West Wing fan. But
You know,
Yes.
I've never
Matilda.
watched. I've never seen it. And
Neither have
I
I.
know. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm
Do
gonna
the
do it.
thing.
I'm
I
gonna do it.
It's
haven't
so
seen it
good.
either.
I watch all
It's-
7 seasons every other year.
Yeah, no, like,
seriously,
all the time.
literally,
Yeah.
all 7 seasons. Yes. So Matilda Harrington Cates.
So I think that she is a mid to late 30s Robin Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Super put together
Nice.
ice queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
And she speaks, oh wait, I've made a list. So she reads Latin and Greek. She speaks German, Spanish, French, Chinese, Russian, Japanese, and Hebrew. Just the essentials.
Yes. Right.
Nice.
What about English?
I
Did you
said
speak English?
nerd, by the way.
Fluent.
I coughed
Sorry.
over it by
Fluent.
accident.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Thank you.
does nothing but study.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I called her a
Yeah.
nerd.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually talk to people a lot. So
Well, it's a good thing you're looking
is all
out
in
for my
theory.
social skills.
Yes. She is fortunately socially awkward in
Yes.
at least 10 different languages.
Yes.
So, yeah.
yes.
Outstanding.
So
Yes.
I went on like a search today because like I don't picture my characters as people that really exist usually. So I found this actress named Tallulah Bankhead, who looks amazing and perfect, and she was in a bunch of theater things in like the 1930s and stuff, and she was also in Hitchcock's Lifeboat. And this is what she looks like. I'll post her somewhere. She looks like Russian.
Yeah.
She's not, but she looks it.
She could pull
She's
it
from
off.
like Arkansas or something. But
I don't want to mess
Yeah.
with her.
no, right? Yeah, I literally Googled like badass looking actresses, and then she was one of the ones that popped up. I was like, there you go. That's her.
Nice.
Yes. And Liliana speaks Russian, obviously, and English. German, definitely from her time as a spy. Probably French. Probably at least conversational Italian. Just kind of like the Axis places
and-
she'd kind of go. So a lot of her languages are probably very like World War II oriented.
Yeah.
So
Great.
yeah.
Okay.
Nobody has Italian, huh? Or we're gonna go shopping.
Conversational Italian.
I mean,
I thought you
Matilda can learn Italian easily.
I don't know, I heard French and stopped listening.
French is the greatest language of all time.
Okay.
Just FYI. Now, I really want to throw in a major French character now, just to piss you off.
Just to do the accent.
I actually don't have anything against the French or the French language. I don't know why that boiled out
It doesn't
that
matter.
way. But
They started the war.
Yeah.
all right. I don't know why I'm at war or with whom.
The French say casse-toi. No. So, okay. So, does anybody have any questions or things you wanted to clear up or change from last time before we start?
My question is it
Yes.
hot in here?
No.
Literally, it feels warm. Is it just me?
It's
No.
It's not just
no,
me.
you are not hot.
Comfortable.
I'm just kidding. You're hot.
Okay.
It's a little warm, but I'm okay.
Okay, I'll live with it.
If someone goes and flips the air conditioning switch, that will be fixed.
Yeah. Is that okay? Well, I didn't want to make
I'm okay
people
with it.
cold.
I brought a jacket.
Yeah.
I did have something we discussed where I think I said that my preferred monster was witches or
Yeah.
whatever. I think we decided that it was better to go with the more generic skin changers
Yes.
type of magic user.
Yeah. I agreed. Yeah, we kind of talked about this, and I think, I mean, we'll establish an actual mythology as we go along. So we don't want to, because it's powered by the apocalypse. You want to kind of be open to what happens in the game, but there are certain things that we do have to kind of establish, in the character creation process. So, but yeah, so I think. Even though Lila Chusa is often referred to as a witch, I think we're going to consider it more of a skin changer kind of thing, as opposed to the classic definition of a witch, magic user.
We're talking about people who can change into weird stuff
Yes.
when they want, not like werewolves.
I change
who-
into weird stuff.
They're
Yeah. You are the weird stuff.
where werewolves change involuntarily. Skin
Yes.
changers do it with great malice.
Right. Yes. So so we're going to move in that direction with Lala Chusa. It's more of a beast kind of thing, as opposed to, or like a corrupted creature, as opposed to just a human who uses magic.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So, But don't worry, there'll be plenty of witches. Yes.
Should we also do like a quick recap of like our history, background, connections for those who didn't tune in for the character creation?
That is a really great idea. Yeah, why don't we each introduce your characters really quick and tell about the history with the others.
Okay.
Do you want to start, Jason?
Sure. Okay. So Aelith McClear is so the divine playbook usually implies the character has some sort of divine heritage. This is on brand. I'm literally creating an RPG about that. But the Aelith's background is that she comes from the Gaelic Celtic pantheon, more the Scottish side of things, but whatever, it all gets mixed up in the end anyway. But yeah, she's was originally active in life with the humans in the 30s around World War II. Met her good friend Liliana and punched some Nazis, and then retreated to the Celtic hidey holes briefly. I don't know if we have planes of existence or what in this, but
sure. Otherworld
laid low for a while, then came back into the world because it's interesting. Some time had passed. Also, there are Nazis again, so that's not okay. And she actually worked her way up, like infiltrated Edinburgh culture, like got an apartment, got a job, went through police academy, did all that, wound up in London at Scotland Yard, and finally managed to accidentally see some things that no investigator should ever see, and got pulled into the Interpol X division that she was pretty sure existed, and just had to find a way to get in because you can't just rock up and go like, I'd like to join Interpol X.
Yes.
Like, nope, that
That's
doesn't
why we're all
exist.
sitting here today.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of her background. Got some history and
I would like
stuff.
to remind us that we created the agent who brought you in.
Yeah.
I've slightly altered his last name to be the more traditional version of that name, but it's Dudenhofer, Agent Dudenhofer.
Dudenhofer.
Not Dunderhofer, which is a English bastardization of...
What's his first name?
His name is Sufyan, actually.
Sufyan.
That sounds French.
Yeah, it is not. It is Arabic. He is a Syrian German.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. So, yeah. Because I like to mix it up.
How do you spell Sufyan?
Sufyan.
Almost got it.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna
And
initial
for those looking on at home, since this is going to be one of the major characters I play, those who know me know that I don't play unattractive characters. So
What are his abs like?
well, I haven't looked that far yet.
That is a lie.
Come on.
Total lie. That's the first thing you Google.
So Agent Dudenhofer is going to be played by Burak Ozcivit. It's Burak Ozcivit. He's a Turkish actor, and he looks like this. So
Yeah, if you're in the podcast, I'm sorry. He's very good looking.
Yeah,
very-
that is an
handsome
attractive
man.
You should
Yeah.
Google him.
yeah,
so dark and handsome.
yeah. That's why I spelled it. So for those not watching, you can have the joy that I have of looking at Google Images.
I'll be in my
searches.
bunk.
Yes, yes. But, yeah, there's. By the way, I want to completely encourage some Dudenhofer, Christian Bernal slash fiction.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Already.
All right.
Haven't even started.
Nope.
Nope.
What's,
Get
what
that
is it? Rule
slash fiction.
13? Is
Zero
that the
one.
number? Yeah.
Good
Zero
stuff.
one session
Yes,
and
yeah.
already.
It's, welcome to Playing with Adam. So, sorry.
That's anyone?
So, sorry. Jessica,
Thank you.
why don't you give us a refresher on Matilda?
Matilda is all day. She has lots of rare manuscripts, and she is learning about magic and how to manipulate certain realities. And Christian is or was her student at one point. And also she has a connection with Liliana.
Yes.
Should I say what the connection is?
if you want to.
I'm just kidding. It's not
You
secret.
can.
So they seem to be maybe distant cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
Liliana knows a secret that she's keeping
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Totally know that.
about Matilda's parents
Yes.
and how they died.
Yes. That's right. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm trying to keep it so hard. I'm trying to keep the secret
okay.
so hard.
It's all right.
She killed her own parents.
So Jessica doesn't actually remember.
Yeah. She doesn't know, but I do.
Yes.
Didn't you wipe her memory and I saw it?
Yeah, I think
That
so.
was
No,
the
that
whole thing.
No, it
that
was like-
wasn't about that though.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was like she thinks she killed her own parents,
Yeah.
but maybe she really didn't.
Right.
But-
So,
So we kind of both know.
yeah.
Yes.
Our connection, the other connection is, so I am Liliana, and I was actually one of the first official Interpol agents as a human. Interpol was started in 1923 as the International Criminal Police Commission. I was joined a little bit after that. I was one of their first female agents. I worked with them in World War II, and I was a spy. I went undercover with the Nazis, things like that. During one of those undercover things, it didn't go super great. They were doing some crazy occult stuff, which I thought was hilarious, so I totally participated. And lost my soul. Turns out it was a thing, a real thing.
Not a joke.
They weren't as crazy as I thought they were. They were totally crazy, but they were actually right about that one thing. And so now I have a boss who has sent me this great little jewelry piece. It's not really jewelry; it's a living demon thing that's circled around my neck. I usually wear trench coats and stuff to high neck things to hide it. And I've been alive a really long time. And any moments, I guess it is not done with me yet because I'm still alive. But at any moment, this little thing could decide to just done. And the connection there with she is a distant relative. We haven't quite finalized exactly what that relation is because I had relatives that kept living normal lifespans. But at some point, she started putting two together about because I haven't told anyone that my soul is gone and or is not gone but not mine anymore.
Yeah.
But she figured it out, and she figured out who my actual boss is, and so I wiped her memory so she would forget that.
Right.
And then you saw me do that.
Yes.
But then she didn't remember, so there's no proof that I did it, and you just are
Exactly.
something is weird. So that's what that was. Super awkward.
Yes.
But you don't know that because you don't remember.
That's why we don't have dinner together.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's totally what it is.
Totally it. Yeah.
And yes, my character Christian is the wronged. His mother and sister were killed at a young age carried away by a skin changer called the Lechuza, who's a owl witch type person. Very cough today. Let's see.
Was it one in each talon?
No, grabbed the mom first.
Okay, yes.
Flew away. Then me and my sister tried to run away.
Yes.
And then as we were running, I was faster. So
Maybe there was more than one La Chuza.
yeah, I've thought about that.
That's terrifying.
I know.
Twin Lila.
That's why I spent my entire life training to fight them, and that's what I do. I'm the wronged.
Yes.
I trained my whole life to fight these monsters, and I got involved with Interpol after Aelith saw me rip open a pier crab shack or something. Is that what
Yeah, you went. There was something. There was something haunting the pier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some aquatic-based skin changer.
And
that you were fighting.
I wrecked it and everything around it, and you were
Right.
like,
It was just a mermaid trying to hook up with Tom Hanks, but then he ruined it, and it was sorry, Tom Hanks.
I was just gonna say that. Oh, that's funny.
So Matilda is also my mentor, who taught me many things about this world of magic and evil. And Liliana, I don't trust her
I don't know
because
why.
I see you do shady things all the time.
No.
Sometimes.
Super
You
shady.
just think they're shady. You don't really know they're shady.
Okay. So that is our cast of characters.
Now, we do have one function in the game, which
Yes.
is the help a player function. So people in the chat room can buy that. Usually it's in the form of a reroll or an extra die or something like that. So
Okay.
need to think about that because someone just bought one for everybody.
Oh, everybody gets a help player.
Yes.
Fun.
Well, thank you.
Let's
One help. Plus one help.
Think about it. We can
yeah.
we can decide it. We haven't had to roll anything yet, so it's not. But everybody mark down that you have one, whatever help a player ends
you know
up
what
being.
I would probably do is I know somebody who came up with this brilliant idea for incorporating advantage into
great.
Powered by the Apocalypse.
That sounds like something I've been working on.
It sounds I mean you know it sounds so smart. You must have done it.
Excuse me for 1 second. There's a car in the driveway.
That's mine.
Can you move it or give me keys?
Yeah, here you can bring us.
But yeah, so we might use it that way, which is you roll 3 dice instead of just 2, and you take the 2 highest numbers. So
Just
maybe we'll try that.
talking off the top of my head and not after 4 months of development and research, it moves the average roll of 2 dice from 7 to about 9,
Oh, okay.
roughly. So it's it's kind of a nice bonus, but not a guaranteed bonus, and
Yeah.
I'd like to see a detailed chart breaking that down.
I have
I
one.
would not.
Nice.
I don't care. Yeah. I'll take your word for it. It's cool.
Yes. Okay. Any other housekeeping stuff we should do? Before?
No, but thanks, Buddha Day, for all the help
Yes.
players.
Yes.
Thank you,
you.
Buddha
Yeah.
Day.
Okay. So we open in a dimly lit museum in Amman, Jordan, after hours. There is a dark, shadowy figure standing in front of a single display case. And inside the display case is a set of about 3 small statues ranging in size from about 6 inches high to about 1 foot high. Sort of crudely carved human figures. We see a security guard approaching this figure. The security guard says, "Excuse me, miss, the museum is closed. You can't be here." At which point the figure turns. It's a woman, beautiful, wearing an ornate red hijab. She turns, she smiles at the security guard. He's a little taken aback by how beautiful she is. She walks over to him slowly, and he seems entranced as she grabs his face and kisses him. And as she kisses him, you see his skin start to glow, and he bursts into flames,
That is
collapsing to the ground as she walks away.
That is not good for your
Hot
skin.
kiss.
Yeah.
Super hot kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we move to a room in Washington, D.C. What does Matilda's Haven look like?
So it's an octagonal room. Did I say that right? Octagonal.
Sure.
And so everything is there's 2 floors with a little balcony around the 2nd floor, and everything emanates from there. So there are different wings,
Okay.
right? So her room, and then her desk is in the center of the octagon.
Nice.
Okay.
Windows too. There are some windows.
Okay.
It's the only way that she gets natural light.
Gotcha. There's a knock at the door of your. Wait, is this like a
weird.
brownstone, a house? Is this hidden?
So I think
or-
that it's not hidden. It's just sort of, she's on a very large property.
Oh, okay.
So someone would probably have to be escorted in because you have to go through a gate.
Oh.
But they could very easily have wrong. And
there's
she has a butler, obviously.
Oh, she does. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Obvious.
Okay.
She could never feed herself. She has staff.
I love this. This just gets better and better. Whoa. Okay. What's your butler's name?
Gerald?
I feel Cyril.
Oh, there you go. I like that. This is better.
Good. Cyril Figgis.
Figgis.
I guess.
Dingus.
Wait, no, that's
That's an actual character.
an
Yeah.
actual character.
Yes.
I know that one. You almost fooled me there. No. He's just Cyril. He doesn't
But
have
actually,
a
a butler would be a last name.
last name.
He would go by a last name. So I think it's
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go with yes.
Butler.
Evans.
Cyril Butler.
Yeah, what if a butler had the last name of Butler?
Oh my God.
That would just be weird. Okay.
It's probably happened at least once.
Yeah.
Evans.
Matilda would make him change it. Come on.
Evans appears at the door and clears his throat.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. There is a Jefferson Snodgrass plank here to see you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Shall I show him in?
Obviously. I don't have time for this. Questions.
Nah, he disappears. You know this name.
Snodgrass is the best name ever.
I know, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is Snodgrass plank. It's hyphenated. Jefferson has been a thorn in your side for about a year and a half now, since he came to the DC antiquities market. He's at the Philadelphia Snodgrass planks. Yeah,
Ugh.
the worst. And he has routinely swiped items out from under you at auctions.
Oh, I thought you meant like chairs.
No.
Yoink, she's just falling on her ass all the time.
Big prankster. No, but he somehow seems to be zeroing in on everything that you go after at auction. He seems to always be going after the same things, but you're pretty sure he has no idea what he's actually trying to get. So but he clearly has money that the Philadelphia Snodgrass planks should not have. So, but he comes in. He's wearing a seersucker suit,
Lord.
perfectly tied bow tie.
What is his hair like?
His hair is kind of beautifully coiffed, kind of a ginger. He's got perfectly arranged freckles. That's the plank of the
Yeah,
Snodgrass
that's
planks.
yeah.
It's that ginger.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's how you know they steal souls. But he has little wire rimmed glasses.
I hate him.
Yes, yeah, he is hateable in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Matilda. Why, hello. Thank you
I think
for
his
seeing
voice sounds
me.
a little bit more David Sedaris womanly. If you could.
I'm sorry. I feel like my voice naturally sounds pretty David Sedaris womanly.
It doesn't.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay, let me try it. But see, now I got to do the whole Matilda. Hello. I'm so thankful you were able to see me.
What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to say, first of all, I apologize dearly for stealing that Sumerian tapestry out from under you last week at Sotheby's. It was really unfortunate. You couldn't quite keep up.
You know you're from Philadelphia, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Philadelphia is a wonderful city, full of many wonders. And that's the definition of wonderful. It's something that's full of wonders. It's a city of brotherly love.
You're wasting my time.
Yes. I wanted to offer you a chance to come and see my client's collection.
Why?
Well, my client has decided that you might have some insight into purchases that he has made recently.
Translation, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, your client decided? I decide
Yes.
where I go.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that true?
Entice me.
Well, and that's when your phone rings.
Oh, God. No one ever calls me.
You know, one person calls you, and it is a French number, French national code. Yeah.
It's not a secret boyfriend. Okay.
Well, it might be. I don't know about your relationship with Agent Dudenhofer, but Inspector Dudenhofer. Sorry, Director
He's
Dudenhofer.
really good looking.
Yes.
They're both so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm going to answer it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to leave that there. We cut to Interpol headquarters, Lyon, France. The three of you have been gathered into a conference room. Director Dudenhofer enters. Good morning, agents. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming. I have a grey notice for you. We have information about anomalies in Amman, Jordan. 3 bodies have been found, immolated, all found in museums. Needless to say, it's kind of tripped some, how would you say, some red alarms. Red alarms, is that how you say it?
Or grey alarms in this
Can someone
case.
tell him it's a red flag?
Aelith doesn't speak English, so she probably doesn't get it either.
Speak English?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know why we're using American idioms when none of us are Americans. Oh, I'm sorry. One American. I'm sorry. The quiet one.
Yeah. You know, Agent Bernal doesn't understand a lot of European culture, so I'm trying to meet him halfway.
Do you feel at home?
Look, just whatever I need to shoot, just show me the way.
This is why I like you so very much.
He's
Mr.
so
Bernal.
American.
All right, that's the spirit. When does the plane take off?
Taking off in about 2 hours. I've taken the liberty of calling Matilda. She will be joining you. She's already en route. She will meet you in Amman.
What museums were they found in?
3 different museums. The Museum of Amman, the Jordanian Antiquities Museum, and a private museum that does not actually have a name.
Oh. Was there a similarity between the places that they were found? Like, was that ancient Egyptian or something like this?
All of them dealt with antiquities. Needless to say, that is why I've called it Matilda.
Yes.
But other than that, we have not yet found a single common ground. Everything seems... there were many collections of similarity between all 3 museums. And the 2 of the immolated bodies were security guards, one a curator.
Interesting. All of them employees.
I'm afraid I have very little other information for you, but I have secured a translator and guide for you, liaison. His name is Ibrahim David, and he will meet you at the airport.
Anything stolen?
Oddly enough, no. It doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, that's just strange.
Doesn't it seem so? I mean, that was my first instinct as well. If you're going to burn a body in a museum, why don't you take something?
Maybe some sort of cursed object.
Perhaps it is.
Or perhaps a ritual that they are having to complete. If they are objects there that need some power. Now I'm getting fucking Scottish. Damn it.
It's very difficult, isn't it?
There's so many accents around me.
Are there a lot
really
of cult
glad I chose
rituals
an
that
American.
involve burning bodies?
You would be surprised.
I have no idea.
Perhaps you'll ask Matilda when you arrive. Well, agents, off you go. Quick cut. You're
Get the map with the line.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See a
But what
jet
did
with
they
a
eat
line.
on the plane?
What's that?
But what did they eat on the plane?
Actually, we're going to role play standing in the line of security.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Yeah, so
That pushes all my buttons.
I know that's the next hour. So, and then we'll have 15 minutes to wrap up the mystery. And no.
So magically, like in the crowds, there's always just like this little space around me. Like people are kind of like, oh, like kind of like people who smell bad and people kind of away from them. Except they
Yeah.
don't smell bad. It's just like, oh, creep.
They just
I feel awkward. I don't want to be near that.
you just give off that creepy vibe.
Yeah. She looks normal. I'm gonna come over here now.
So your plane lands in Jordan, perfectly enough timed to arrive just as Matilda is also deplaning. She's had just enough time to sit in the bar and wait for you, just to get a little impatient.
I don't actually know. Do Interpol agents carry guns?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I do.
You.
I know you do. Yeah.
The 3 of you have licenses for your weapons, international agreements. So you know it's security. They're aware that you're coming. You have a special you have special procedures that you guys go through when you arrive and board and when you deplane and so you get there. All the paperwork is all in order. Everything is cleared for you. Matilda just came in on a regular kind of.
Matilda has a private plane.
Oh, does she?
Well,
okay.
I was going to say.
That's better.
Nice.
She's
Okay.
like, no GM.
Right.
No.
No. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah. So, international, of course, all the visas and paperwork you need.
Yeah, she has her parents' money.
Right. Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah.
It's great.
We're flying coach.
It's great. It's
I
great.
think she could pick us
Yeah.
up once in a while, but no.
Look,
If you would just travel through DC, it would be fun. So, you arrive in Amman. You come out of to the lobby of the airport, and you see. Oh yeah.
I had an idea.
Oh yeah.
Is it okay if my character doesn't sleep?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's extra
why would
creepy.
she? She doesn't have a soul.
Right?
Creepy.
Yeah.
I might have it still. It's just not mine
Yeah,
anymore.
but
yeah.
no need to rest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else
Yeah.
is doing that
Pray
for
the
you.
Lord my soul to take.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter. If it,
I just thought, like on a plane, like a long flight, maybe
Yeah.
it's like the one thing I'm always just.
That's
Yeah.
so creepy.
Right.
I definitely did notice because I fell asleep after I had those 3 little balls of
That's
scotch.
exactly
Oh,
what I
yeah.
pictured. I pictured me sitting next to you and me just the whole time, and you like.
Yep.
Aelith is an elf, so she can't be magically put to sleep. I take it. Or?
They're not elves. That's not. The
That's
elves.
really cute, though. Did she make the toys for Christmas?
That is offensive.
I even misspoke during our character creation session. I was quipping about how the Celtic gods were these like vegetarian hippies, which couldn't be further from the truth. Right? It was I think McClear, actually her dad, is the one with the pig that he can slaughter, and then the next day the pig's better again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just have infinite bacon.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
That's so smart.
There are some sheep-eating badasses.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not vegetarian hippies.
No, not at all.
So there's a kind of a fairly young man, well dressed, standing there holding a sign, and the sign just says X. There's those people at the airport.
Yeah, it's definitely not
It's
obvious
a really
at
good thing
all.
it's not triple X.
This one just says X. yeah. It's not.
Yeah, then we
What
need
does he
Vin
look
Diesel.
like? Who would play him?
You know who would play him is a younger version of was it Samir in Wonder Woman? Was that the character's name?
Who was Samir?
He
Yeah,
was
I know who
he
you're
was
talking about.
he was the Arabic guy. Who,
Oh, the actor.
The actor.
Yeah, the one who wanted to be an actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that-
So
okay.
like a 25-year-old version of that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
So I'm trying to branch out. He's
I'm just trying
He
not
does
to
not
tell
have
anyone I
chiseled
haven't seen
abs.
Wonder Woman yet. I know. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. I did it. I just blurted it out.
Oh wow, the whole internet
I'm so
knows
sorry.
about you now.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Oh.
gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen real soon.
Okay.
I think
Watch it
that's
twice
better
tonight.
than I saw it and didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I won't like it.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
so
building a
sorry.
wall?
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. We're suddenly not as irritated with Jason and Mike for never even seen Supernatural.
Yeah.
Guys, I failed.
okay.
The best part of this, I don't know if you know this, that Kimmy is
I
well known
do, and it's so, I knew, and I was like, oh god, I'm sitting
Wonder
right
Woman cosplayer.
Okay.
No, I know.
I'm just completely obsessed. It's all right.
Yes. Great.
I'm sorry, Mike. What's your character name again?
Christian.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Christian. You should go speak with him. You communicate well.
All right. Hey, buddy, I think we're the ones you're looking for.
Ah, you must be Agent Bernal.
Yep.
I am Ibrahim. I am here to help you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Do you know the rest of the crew, or?
Let me guess. This must be the beautiful Matilda.
Hi. Sorry, I should flirt.
Agent is fine.
Agent and agent.
Agent McClear.
Agent McClear.
Nailed it.
You are then Agent Volkov.
Yes.
I am Ibrahim. I am at your service. Please allow me to help you, assist you, and guide you in any way that I can. Where would you like to go first?
Someone else must have written down the name of the museum because I didn't.
I think that the private museum would be the good place to start.
Yes.
As I
think
recall,
so.
it has no name.
It does not have a name. This is true because it is owned by a very, very wealthy woman named Salma Zaki. And she has her own collection. She refuses to allow the public to see it, but she maintains it for only the most wealthy and socially powerful. It's quite interesting.
And she will, of course, let us in.
Oh, well, that's to be seen. But I will take you there.
As we're getting in the car, I
Yes.
just need this little aside of Matilda. I'm so glad to see you again. I've been texting you. I don't know if you're getting them, but I met this guy, and I'm trying to figure out how to. I have no fucking idea how to do this accent, but
I forgot she gives you advice. It's so okay, great.
I want to call him, but I don't know what to say.
What do you mean?
Well, this cute guy at a bar asked for my number.
So tell him you think he's cute.
All right. Fire off a text right away.
This is advice she gives?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get involved.
This is how the English work?
What? I had a lot of scotch no play, my man.
I put in headphones, but they're not actually plugged in anything.
I don't know why the help is so interested in our personal
He drives you through the city. You see a fascinating mix. There's almost like two cities on either side of the river. There's one city looks modern and well, built up skyscrapers and very recent kind of structures. The other side is clearly the older part of the city, much more, some of it actually quite ancient. It's a city that's been around for thousands of years. But there's this interesting contrast between the two. He drives as you leave the airport, and you can kind of see both parts of the city as he drives you through. You actually turn and go into one of the older parts of the town, and it's very narrow streets, some of them winding up and down hills, and then you reach this very high stone wall with an elaborate gate sealing it off from the rest of the city. This is Miss Zaki's palace.
How do you spell her name, please?
Zaki.
Oh, that was easy.
Yes.
Hope on phonics worked for you.
Yes. Yeah. And
Is there a doorbell or?
I will ring the gate, and
All the best people have gates.
shall I speak for you, or would one of you like to speak to her, or to her?
Well, you might want to let me do the talking.
Or perhaps we should just have Matilda buy a ticket. She's very rich, right?
I'm rich.
Yes.
You have wealth.
It's really tacky to talk about it.
I mean, this lady sounds like the Matilda of Amman, so I think we just go for it.
I think we would probably understand each other. Let's just cut to the chase. Why don't you be my intermediary, let her know that I'm at the gate, and I'd like to see her personal collection.
I see. Let's see. Okay, so he rings. He buzzes the gate. He speaks. Do any of you speak Arabic?
No.
No, she speaks Hebrew. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So he has a conversation in Arabic, and a few seconds later, the gate begins to swing open, and he drives you inside. And you come up around this beautiful stone driveway, a fountain out front. This is classical
fountain.
Arabic architecture. Always a fountain.
Always a fountain.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
There are beautiful ancient columns. Just clearly excavated from a dig site and placed here as a display.
It's all very subtle.
Yes, all very, very subtle. And as you exit the car, a very well dressed man servant comes out, and he and Ibrahim speak to each other, and he looks at Matilda and bows and sort of gestures to you to.
That's the right way to do it.
Yes. And Ibrahim says, "We follow him." And as you walk through this beautiful ancient home, you see all kinds of art pieces all around you, sculptures, statues, tapestries. It's a beautiful place, and seems to be well maintained. And then the servant stops, and he just sort of takes his leave, and an extremely well-dressed woman comes out. Her clothing is perfectly tailored. She has incredible jewels on every possible surface, and she's an older woman, about 60 or so, and she comes out and she says, "You must be Matilda Harrington Cates.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my museum. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Salma Zaki. You may call me Salma. And I understand you had some questions about my collection."
Should we tell her why we're here?
Well, we understand someone was hurt.
You see her face kind of, she looks a little uncomfortable. She says, "Yes, my assistant. We found her body."
Can you show us where you found her?
"I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that's a police investigation. I shouldn't do that."
All right, that investigation's been raised up to our level.
To your level?
I'll bust out my Interpol badge
You keep it right here?
in my jacket, in my cleavage,
I keep it inside the pocket.
Yeah.
from deep inside my pants.
You're playing a female character. You don't have pockets in your pants.
Supposed to, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, lapel.
privilege.
That's my lapel pantomime.
Okay.
Yes. I see. Well, this is quite different. I suppose I can show you, yes. And she leads you down a hallway to this room, and you can see there's a blackened spot on the floor. You look around the room.
Are the floors stone or wood?
The floors are stone. Yeah, the floors are stone. The walls are stone.
Sort of like travertine, light color.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Well.
Is there anything near this dark spot on the floor? Any objects?
Well, asking that question sounds like you are investigating.
Oh my!
So, let's see your,
It's sharp.
yes. So I believe you are investigating a mystery.
We can share one and then you
Yeah.
can keep
Yeah.
it.
Oh, cool.
hold on
Thank
for
you.
that.
Yeah.
I have two, actually, or I
I
had
have
two.
one.
Yeah. Okay. You have an extra. Okay.
Oh, good.
All right.
I didn't want to share with Michael.
Yeah, it sounds like you investigate a mystery. When you investigate a mystery, roll sharp.
Oh, it's not good.
It's not good.
Wow.
It's very
What
bad.
Two
What did you-
ones.
That's the inaugural roll
the
of this
first
game.
roll of this game.
Is this how things are gonna go?
Feels real good.
Dang.
Guess that scotch is catching up to me.
Feels good, man. Dude,
Um,
they're all warm. Have you just been hugging them? They're
Deep in his
I-
pants.
Those are my dice.
Deep in the
Yeah,
pants.
he does have pockets.
Yeah.
okay.
I have. I've been.
What are you doing to
Yeah,
them?
I use them like stress balls.
Oh.
It's just you roll them around your hands.
Okay, so as you're looking around,
I see literally nothing. I'm
you-
like, look at this wall. It is
Yeah.
very good.
you
There's are my demon dice.
you can see that there's a blackened area where there was a body. I honestly don't know if Jordanian police do the like chalk outline, but I'd say Aelith, you probably know enough about various international police procedures. You can
Yeah.
kind of tell that
I'm
it's
a trained investigator, so
yeah. So you can tell it's kind of been done by the book, the
Yeah.
the murder or the death investigation.
I wanted to get a swab of the dark smudge.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I don't entirely know what to do with it, but just, like get my kit out and
Yeah.
you know do a swab, put it in a baggie,
Uh-huh.
you know, analyze that later.
Yeah.
And
If only
then,
you had somebody here who understood magic and strange.
I'm sure this was just a
things.
normal
Totally
self-immolation,
Totally.
spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, yeah. You let's see. Okay, somebody else. roll. Somebody else might
Anything.
want to
Someone else wanna
investigate a
roll
mystery.
any-
Investigate
Well,
this because
somebody else
I'm
roll
just.
anything.
I am investigating something, but I don't have a high sharp.
Okay.
You know who has a high sharp?
Does
Ooh.
somebody here have a high sharp?
This one does.
Oh,
Why don't you help her out?
I don't
yeah.
need
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
help her roll if she needs it.
Yes, and then I'll tell
Can
you
you
what
blow on
happened
them?
because of Mike's snake eyes.
Forget it. That was starting to get real awkward.
This is definitely better.
I rolled a 6.
Plus,
Plus.
your sharp
Plus 2.
is 8.
It's an 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
so-
my help someone can't actually help anything. So.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you get one question
Yes, sir.
from the list of the investigative mystery list. So the questions are: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I think I'm going to go with what happened here and start with the basics.
Okay. Right.
I hope there's more to the story than
Someone
someone
got burned up real good.
Someone got burned up.
What else happened
What
here?
else happened here? No, yeah, that one's obvious. Like the fact that somebody died here from immolation. That's clear. Anybody with, you know, half training and investigation can tell like that stuff. But what's not as noticeable, or what catches your eye, is that very close to this spot is a wall hanging of a piece of fabric, and it looks completely unaffected by what was a burn big enough, hot enough to incinerate a body right next to it.
So the burning was very contained.
Yeah.
Or the fabric special.
Both are possibilities, and I'm not going to tell you because you didn't.
Because I only
roll
had
it.
one question.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
understand that and
bum.
I'm fine with it.
Mm.
Fine.
So-
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and roll my investigation then.
Okay.
Just to see if that's something I can follow along.
Okay.
No,
Look
my
what
God.
you did, Michael.
I did it. I'm
Look
so
what
sorry.
you did.
Another set of ones.
Wow. That is 2 snake eyes.
Stork is somewhere
Out of 3
stepping in
rolls.
all of our graves.
I
is what
just
the
want to
chakra
point out
thinks.
that I didn't roll 2 ones.
Yes,
I just
you
wanna
didn't.
point
Yeah,
that
you
out.
Well
rolled
done.
real
Yeah.
numbers.
Now I don't want to roll anything.
You should.
You gotta just
very
get out of your
bad.
system
It
at
feels
this point.
dangerous.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
It is dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm
you're
putting
looking
stuff in
around.
baggies.
Yeah, you're putting stuff in baggies.
Yep.
Just like bumping into things.
Yeah.
We're just like
Yeah.
knocking stuff.
Yeah.
We knock over a vase and like catch it.
Yeah.
It's pronounced vase.
Yeah.
That's why I knocked it over.
Exactly.
Liliana, what are you doing?
I'm going to use the sight. It says, you can see
okay.
the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences. You may communicate or even make deals with spirits you see.
Ooh.
And they may give you more opportunities to spot clues when you investigate a mystery.
Okay. All right.
I'm so scared to roll.
What could go wrong? That.
Oh,
No, it's not.
That
It's
is not
a
snake
2
eyes.
and a 1.
this
Okay.
is
One
still
of the
very
two.
not good.
What is wrong with you guys?
We just got it out of our system.
Okay.
So it's good
all right,
now.
It's all going to be great.
Look, we're just starting.
So what do I
So
add anything
plus
to
you're
it?
weird, I assume?
It's a 5.
I've never played a role game before.
Yeah.
I blame Mike.
Yeah. By the way, you guys all do have a help a player thing.
Oh yeah, how does that
remember?
work?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can roll a 3rd die and take the
Ooh.
2 highest
Which
ones.
Oh,
doesn't
I will
help
totally
much
do that.
when you have a 1.
No,
will
but
do that.
still, like, I mean, she could get a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure
It
could.
was
So wait,
2.
is someone helping?
She's got
You
a 2.
this. You
Well,
got
she's
it.
using her help a player
Oh.
from the
Yeah,
chat.
I'm using my help a player.
I see.
Yeah.
God.
Is that a 1?
Yes.
Oh my god! These are my fancy nice dice too.
We're the
Mike.
best team that all of the international
Right.
police could put together.
Oh my god.
It's a good thing we didn't have to fly the plane.
Yeah. I
my
think the
God.
museum explodes, killing all of you.
That is only fair.
Matilda makes it out, but just barely. She's
Yeah.
now, like, has all of her flesh burned
Her white
off.
outfit is very soiled.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so,
Look, so
but
we're
still,
not-
that's
we're
still
not-
a
sure
3
she's
though.
running away?
No, that's
She
still a
absolutely
5
is.
because it's
Yeah,
not a
after Labor Day.
complete.
Yes.
Well, I had
okay.
a 3 technically.
I didn't kill us.
Wow.
I had a 3
Progressive.
technically. I had a +1 to
So your
sharp.
total was a 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so I've got 3 hard moves
Yes.
to play with.
Oh, and that's with helping a player.
Keep your hard moves to yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so
Buddha just gave me another help a player. Kimmy, because you need all of the help.
Yeah.
yes,
Accurate.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, so.
So clearly we're not seeing anything.
No, you guys are seeing plenty. It's very clear that someone burned to death here, and I'm going to give you something
Oh,
that
I don't want it.
that you guys actually notice. I'm going to say.
New dice.
I'm going to say that
Oh.
Matilda knows. Oh,
This one has XP when you fail rolls.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, you get
Oh.
XP when you fail rolls.
Oh, good.
What is
Um,
XP?
So experience points
Okay.
are logged on the front of the character sheet.
Yep, yep.
And when you get 5 of them, you can purchase in advance.
Oh.
And then you erase them and you try to get 5 more.
Oh.
So the 3 of us just got XP for rolling like garbage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just rolling
And
like
you don't get one.
Big
oh,
old
I don't
diaper
get
baby.
one. That's unfortunate.
This is what you get for failing.
So
But-
let me also remind you guys that that Monster of the Week has a luck system. So you have a number of boxes
yeah.
labeled luck on your sheet. You can spend a point of luck, which means you mark off one of those boxes. You can spend a point of luck to decrease a wound you have suffered to 0 harm, or after you roll retroactively, changing the result to a 12. So complete success. But once you have no luck left, bad things will happen to you. Like, all your luck is gone. You don't get more luck, in the
This is
game.
all the
So it
luck we'll
doesn't
ever
clear
have.
out.
The entire game.
Okay.
So basically, we
Yeah.
become like an NPC if we use all our luck, or
Uh,
are we
if
just
you
unplayable?
survive
Oh, okay, got it.
running out of luck,
Got
yes, yeah.
So that's like a my boss shows up type of situation, like
yeah.
end of me. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's like basically it's very likely the end of your character.
Okay,
If you run out of luck, or a sign that everything's going to go badly from here on out
Okay.
until you die.
Nice.
So so you don't want to run out of luck unless you're ready for like, okay, it's time for a new character.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, so just a reminder that you guys can do those things. Since we're just starting, if any of you would like to spend a point of luck to retroactively change your result,
no.
it's fine.
To figure out,
After that great selling point, like this is the end of your character.
Right, yeah.
I can embrace that failure.
Yeah, I just don't want you to, you don't want to spend it for like, oh, my character needs a new, set of clothes. And,
Right.
I rolled bad to barter.
That's not worth it.
I mean, like, even finding out who toasted this body isn't worth that.
Depending on
Yeah,
your
right.
character.
I mean, you already don't.
I
you
don't
already have
need
all the
anything.
nicest clothes. So, what Matilda realizes is that the case closest to where the burned body was, the one with the figurines, those you recognize those. Those are the Ein Ghazal statues. There's about 15 of them in existence. All of them found in a rather holy site, an ancient site near Amman, You're familiar with these statues. They've long been rumored to have some sort of sacred power.
How many of them are in the case?
There are 3 in the case.
Ooh.
And the other thing that you can tell is that they are fake.
Ooh.
Plot thickens.
Yes. And, but there doesn't seem to, and like, you can tell Agent McLear, there's no sign of, there's no sign of thievery. This is, nobody broke the glass here. There's a tight security system. Did anybody ask her any questions?
No.
Maybe we don't. We might actually chip and kill her.
I know, right? Yeah.
So help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I impaled you. Sorry.
Let me just take out this pen and take some notes. Oh, I stabbed you in the face.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I had to ask her. I'd say, is there anything special about these nearby objects here, this tapestry or these statues?
Special in what way?
Any reason someone might want to get a closer look at them or take them out of here?
Well, they're extremely valuable. They're priceless antiques.
Yeah, but
Antiquities.
anything else, special qualities. Look, I had a lot of scotch in that plane. I'm very sorry.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, all right, then.
I think
You're
I might
the
ask her
worst at
when
talking.
if the figurines have been authenticated and examined.
Okay, yeah. Yes, of course. They are authentic. I've had numerous appraisals of them. I purchased them from a most reputable source. I have all the documents of provenance.
That's problematic
Why?
because these are not real.
Ooh, girl.
Well,
I
I'm
assure
not actually
you
doing that
they
for this.
are.
Well,
we'll need to take them out and inspect them.
Take them out and inspect them.
That's exactly what I said.
Sorry, your accent is so thick. I just, yeah. Take the. These are not. They. She starts looking more closely at them.
If Maddie says they're not right, they're not right.
he
These.
called me Maddie, first of all.
She, second of all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How dare you?
These are not the Ein Ghazal statues.
No.
These are fakes.
Yes.
They couldn't have been stolen. How could they have been stolen? The security cameras, they didn't register. They didn't register anyone. There was no tripping of the alarms. These cases have a very sensitive pressure sensor on them.
Hold up, y'all got security cameras.
Yes.
So what did they show happened to your assistant?
They showed my assistant walking towards this area, and then suddenly she burst into flame.
I feel like we should watch that.
You guys want to watch that?
Leave it to the
Seriously, not
American to come up
necessary.
with a brilliant idea.
Yeah. So
She's watching TV.
The freedom makes them very smart.
so you're in a security room. You know, she's sort of standing to the side. She's texting furiously. And
Hold on. So in the moment we're on our way to the security room, and Zaki is heading up, like, I want to go for a fist bump with Matilda, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. I'm just like, nice one.
Roll for fist bump?
No. Yeah, all right. That's fine. I just wanted
She
to...
barely noticed you.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm that there was no fist bump.
This is the moment where it really does look like we're related. We're just both like,
Yeah.
just staring at you.
Awesome.
So-
that's what I look like all the
You
time.
have dark hair, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, we're like golden and dark.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're watching security footage. I'm going to tell you what the three of you see. Well, the two of you see
With our human eyes.
with your human eyes. You see a young woman in a business suit and hijab. She comes into the room. You can tell the expression on her face is one of surprise, and she seems to say something, and then her eyes go wide, and then she just kind of does this like she looks like she's getting kissed, but there's nobody there.
Is that how you kiss?
Now you know I've been single for decades. No. No, but she looks like she's kissing an imaginary friend, and
Which is totally a normal and thing that
Definitely,
lots of people do.
yes.
totally normal.
Everybody has their thing.
Yeah.
It's
And
not a pillow.
and then all of a sudden she bursts into flame,
Okay,
and
that part's less.
just whoosh, and like within seconds, she's like just a crispy skeleton, basically. Like it's so hot that it like immediately like burns all of her flesh. So
Classic fire ghost.
Uh,
That's
that right?
No,
so
not a thing.
So Aelith, what you see is you see a very handsome man in a business suit, and
Because it's business time.
yes, and keffiyeh, which is the headdress.
Yep.
And you, very beautiful man, insanely attractive, like a character I would play.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Got it. That's
in a role playing game.
That's what
Like,
I
that's
needed.
how hot
Okay.
he is.
Copy that.
Like he could be in a towel and like have an 8-pack. And you see her come in, and she says something kind of in shock and surprise, and he approaches her. Her eyes go wide, and he kisses her, and she bursts into flame. Liliana.
I'm gonna
Yes.
start sketching his face.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I just
Okay.
realized I can draw.
You can draw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't. Jason can't.
Yes.
But Elith can because that's
Elf.
cool.
That's totally fine.
She's not
yeah.
an elf.
Yeah.
The chat room disagrees.
You just have to embrace it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you like almost like supernatural in your ability to draw, or is it just?
Yeah, I think it
practiced?
was the sort of thing where, first of all, yeah, like 80 years ago she started drawing, you know. But even
That's
then,
right,
it was like somebody was like, okay, so just do this and then do this, and she's like, oh, exactly like this,
Yeah,
and was like doing pretty decent
Yeah.
sketches, and now she's okay at
She
it.
had natural talent, but 80
Yeah.
years of practice made
Yeah.
her incredible.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you start doing like sketch artist quality, or
Mhm.
sketch artist quality
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's maybe one of the ways she originally made detective was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I'm great at interviewing people because they can describe things to her and she can,
Okay, great. Okay, I love details like that. Kimmy, Liliana, what you see is very similar to what I just described to Aelith. However, you see the man kiss Zaki's assistant. She bursts into flame. The man looks at the camera, and his eyes are glowing with fire. And he says, "Liliana, I can taste you. Come to me."
Oh.
And
You've seen what his mouth can do.
yeah. And you feel your neck begin to heat up. The snake around your neck like glows with like a warmth that's not
Good.
Yeah, like it's like at first you're like, oh, nice electric blanket warmth, but then it's that like, oh, electric blanket is on way too high.
Got it.
Warmth.
Okay.
And you feel compelled to leave.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a chance to deal with that in a second.
No.
Hot snakes.
But I want the man. What you see, what both of you see after that.
But I don't see the flamey eye thing.
You don't see the flamey eye. So what you see is that he kisses her. She bursts into flames. He turns around. He goes back to the case, and he sort of draws a circle of flame in the air, and a woman steps out. She's wearing a very sort of it's a sort of like almost couture kind of dress, like very classy. It's a bright crimson red. It's this sort of like
not being
high-necked-
sent home on Project Runway.
Right, not being sent home on Project Runway. Yeah,
Got it.
And like just stellarly dressed, like she could easily be walking down the runway. She steps through the circle. She makes some gestures in the air, and then she reaches in and she just reaches through the glass.
Like it's not there.
Like it's not there.
Yeah, cool.
Takes out
Cool.
she takes out the statues, and puts 3 fakes in, and walks back through the circle.
Classic.
Yeah.
You started to describe her outfit a little bit more. Did you decide to stop on purpose?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
But
I was wondering if there was a thing.
You caught that it was high necked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So you all just saw that girl burst into flames, and that was it, right?
No.
And by the way, Liliana, you see the woman step out, and you recognize her.
Okay.
You know her because you went through the same training program.
Okay.
Way
long
back.
time ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it the sexual harassment training?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Mandatory for all Nazis.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It's just a video they make you watch.
It was the Russian spy training program.
Oh, okay.
And sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Russian spy and sexual harassment.
Although in that point, I mentioned the seminar was how to sexually harass.
Now,
Yes.
Did I know her in my? So I know her in
was
my
the 30s.
my Interpol training, or was she one of the Nazis in the cult?
No, this was before you
Okay.
went undercover with the Nazis.
Got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
yeah. So you guys were trained together back in Moscow.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Quick reminder: Do I know about your shit?
I don't I don't think you know the full extent, and that.
But I know. Okay. I
How
know
does
both
it-
you are weird.
Yeah, I think you've
Yeah.
probably seen her throw someone through a wall,
Yeah.
but not. But like, oh, I guess she's just
Yeah,
good at that.
Yeah.
I think we talked about like he's seen evidence that Aelith is more powerful than a normal human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two humans. It's interesting. The humans are also the Americans.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So the two humans. You see. I guess you're human too. Liliana.
Technically.
Ish.
Technically, yeah.
I'm just missing important
Yes.
pieces.
The two Americans, they just see the girl burst into flames, and then that's it. Does not seem to be.
And then
anything
I'm
else
like
there.
pausing it in spots. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, hold on, pause. It's just like blank.
Yeah.
It's like the floor and the case, and I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to sketch the woman's face, or do I not see the woman?
You see the woman.
Okay.
You don't recognize her.
Okay.
But you see her and you see what she does. The only thing that's different for you from what Liliana saw is that you did not see the man turn to the camera and say
Right.
anything.
And
to
I
you.
didn't have the hot flashes
Nope.
or anything.
No.
Yeah.
You just saw she burst into flames. He turns back. He makes the fire circle. She comes through,
Mm-hmm.
steals stuff, and goes back and leaves. So Liliana and Aelith keep watching this security footage, and Matilda and Christian, like it's just like
It's over,
smoldering,
guys.
smoldering woman.
Aelith, what do your elf eyes see?
Chat room literally made that joke.
Nice, well played.
That's really great.
I
I want to hate it. I want to hate it, and I can't.
You can't.
Liliana,
His
I
elves are
need
the
you
best.
to act under pressure
Oh, yeah, that's good.
because you're feeling a powerful compulsion to leave right now.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. What do I add? Do I add anything to
Cool.
that?
You're
Oh, okay.
cool,
so
cool,
7.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you're pretty cool.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. So, so
I get to pick one of those, or you pick.
I'm gonna give
Oh,
you. I'm
okay.
gonna give you a. So basically, you're able to do it, but I'm gonna give you some consequences.
Okay.
Or alternative interpretations, if you will.
Okay.
And then
Wait,
you get
she's
to.
able to stay, you mean? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying? Yeah,
you're
okay.
able to stay if you choose one of these alternatives that if you choose the alternative option that I give.
What were
you.
they again?
So, well, it's a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. So I get to basically give you a bad side to you being able to stay, and then you
Yeah.
get to pick: do you stay and take the bad side, or do you leave and give in?
Okay.
So,
I'll do the hard choice.
okay.
Is that- oh, do I not get to
well,
pick, or
well,
you
it's,
pick?
it's me.
Okay, you pick.
basically,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
But that's basically sort of.
Okay.
You can stay.
Uh-huh.
You can resist the compulsion, but you're going to continuously take harm. You would have to. You'll take one harm right now as the snake burns into your flesh, painfully.
Does it smell?
Not the good kind of burning
Not
into
smell.
your flesh.
Right. Yeah. Or.
So it doesn't. So they can't smell like my flesh is actually burning.
No, they'd probably smell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Yeah. Because it would like. be-
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can avoid that pain by just leaving and going where you're feeling compelled to go. So.
I will take the harm right now.
Oh, okay. So you guys hear a kind of sizzling. You smell of burned flesh.
Liliana,
Yeah.
control your stench.
Do you cry out? No, you just.
This is not
You
the
just-
first time this has happened.
Okay.
Is there a sizzling sound?
Probably only audible to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't
Yeah.
really identify where
Yeah.
that's like.
But
I mean, we
there's-
also are in a room where a bunch of dead bodies have recently been burning.
Well, we're
Well,
we're in a
actually,
little
just one.
security.
Yeah, you're in a
room.
little security
Oh,
room.
that's right.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
very.
true.
It's
We moved.
actually pretty close quarters
Yeah.
in here because there's 5 of you squeezed into a security.
Well, we've been watching this video of this girl getting burned up,
Yes.
so I'm having like, what is it?
Sensory experience.
Sensory
Sensory
hallucinations.
proprioception.
That's
Yeah.
what I chalk it up to.
I have a question. The girl in the video, have I seen her since my training?
No.
Okay.
No, you have not seen her since
Okay.
1924 or
Okay.
so, maybe.
All right. I'm not sure how many can see this, but do you see either of these characters?
Yes, I know the woman. There is she was in training with me in Russia many years ago before, the war.
You guys like before the war in Afghanistan? Or like,
Yes, what?
so-
All right. Well,
I feel like you guys know some weird shit has been going on.
Here's the
but-
thing.
yeah.
I'm in this. Weird stuff happens. I roll with
Yeah.
His family got stolen by an
it.
owl
We
thing.
That's still an owl witches.
Yeah. So,
hashtag not all owls.
yes.
Just need to say that.
The people I work with have some unusual skills, and I accept that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. I'm totally fine
Not
with
a lot
that.
shocks Matilda.
That's true. Yeah. Tilda's badass.
As long as they can help me get closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Punches.
Yes.
It is seems that she has developed some new skills though, since last I did speak with her.
The circle thing?
Yes. Can you see them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do you guys
Show the
describe what?
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I think Aelith gives like a brief rundown of her version of
Yeah.
what the video is. She's like pointing at things on the screen which is just an empty room.
Yeah.
That's
And
real damn creepy.
yeah.
I think Liliana, you probably noticed that Aelith did not include the guy turning to the camera and speaking to you.
No, yeah. I'm
So-
not mentioning that.
Seems, yeah.
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 Because he never really even looked directly at the camera in my version,
Nope.
right? So there's not like
Nope.
Never
then
did.
he stared at the camera and said something, and I don't know what it was. That just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just did not camera. Yeah, but yeah, he didn't even look at the camera in your version. So, Zaki is kind of like focused on, the running the security thing. So she's not.
Well,
But
I should go and reach out to my contacts in Russia and see if I can find out what happened to her, where she has been.
that's a great start, but incredibly powerful magic was performed right there in the room. But like, they treat it like it was nothing. Is there some way we can analyze what happened in there? Some magical residue, something?
Of course there is.
Well, I feel that we were trying earlier, and perhaps that is why, perhaps that is because of the powerful magic that we were not able to.
Hey,
I mean, it is very,
that's intimidating.
yes, very, very intimidating.
Means they would know about anything that can kiss something into spontaneous combustion.
It was a kiss?
Hey-oh.
Well, he described it. She described it. Aelith described the smoochies.
how
That's
can
gross.
this be that there are people in this footage that you see and I don't?
We're trained to see certain things.
You're trained to see invisible people.
Well, I can tell you I know what happened and you don't.
It's better if you don't ask questions.
Listen, do y'all want your statues back?
I do.
All right,
yes.
then just roll with it for now.
We'll ask the questions.
I'm actually going to use an ability of mine.
Yeah.
I-
Because she's increasingly nervous.
Yeah. So I'm just prefacing, like I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder, or maybe like around her shoulders, and kind of walk her away, like, you guys go research, All right. So look, we need to have a look around. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna put this right, and we're gonna get the statues back if we can. That's our goal, to put all this back to rights.
But what you're describing, it's evil spirits, jinn, and efrits, and
It is
shaitan. And
certainly not a jinn. I can say without a doubt. But anyway, I've got this ability called Soothe. When you talk to someone for a few seconds in a quiet voice, you can calm them down, blocking any panic, anger, or other negative emotions they have. This works even if the thing that freaked them out is still present, as long as your voice can be heard.
okay.
There's no roll associated with it.
No roll? Oh, it
Yeah.
just happens?
That just happens.
Okay. All right.
That's why I'm the face.
Yeah, she visibly kind of just relaxes, and she says, well, if you say it, it must be so. Please, I will retire to my study, but please let me know if I can be of further assistance, and Samid will see you out.
Well, we may need to come and go. Will that be all right for the next few days?
Yes, of course. I will make sure that it is arranged with my staff.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys go back in the room,
Mm-hmm.
this time with renewed energy.
Nude
We're
energy?
invigorated.
Invigorated?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, not nude energy.
Not nude energy.
Nude again.
Got
So what do you do when you go back in the room? So let me remind you guys that that you can try to investigate the mystery again. You can also use magic. So you can use magic to to do various things. If you look at the list, there you can observe another place or time. You can communicate with something you do not share a language with. Banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits. So, and you use magic with a weird roll, which I think you. So the spooky is actually very good at this stuff.
Yeah.
So those are some of your options. You can use the standard investigate stuff. You had some weird, didn't you,
No.
Mike, Christian? No.
I have some.
No weird. Oh, okay.
It's -1.
Oh, yeah, that's a number.
I guess
And
I owe
+1.
some.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the opposite of
Zero.
what I have.
So, yeah. So you're back in the room. What do you want to do?
I will go and make my contacts. I think that you can handle this situation. I think it is important that we know where this woman has been and where she has come from.
Do you have to go far? Shall I go with you?
I think I can make a telephone call, but thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna step out and make a phone call.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess now that I've been told that there was that they were reaching through the glass, I'm gonna look around this thing for any kind of.
Yeah, this investigation is like ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
like flicking the glass.
Right? Yeah.
Ding, ding.
It's real glass. Okay, so why don't you investigate a mystery again?
it's like-
But not what you rolled last time.
Yeah. Roll.
Hey, there we go. That's a
that's
roll.
better.
Yeah,
That's
play
a roll.
better.
That's a 7.
7. Okay, so you get one question off the investigation
All right,
mystery.
so I'm thinking we've seen well, you've described, Aelith has described what we saw here. With our reserves of knowledge, can anyone figure out what kind of creature this is?
Yes.
Maybe Matilda might know.
Yeah. Well, you're the one investigating.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're stupid. You've invested. You've
Well, I
researched
learned
a lot.
from the best.
Exactly.
Not stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise, Matilda would not spend any time
Exactly.
with you.
Yeah.
Yes, you seem to remember reading about various fire-based creatures in a book that Matilda had given you once after you had to deal with some hellhounds.
As one does.
The
Yeah.
atmosphere of the
Perfect cue
hellhounds.
for the dogs to be
dogs
growling at the door.
Yes. So you kind of remember that book had some information on various creatures associated with fire.
There's a possum that climbs the wall outside, so that's what they're growling at.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not
they're
angry at
telling
us.
him. They're
Yeah.
telling him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're-
Hey, you.
Get out of our
I see
yard.
you.
Yeah. So it's not like there's a person out there or something.
Yeah.
But it was really great timing.
Fire creatures that can take a person form?
Yes, because you remember reading about jinn because they were very
jinn.
fascinating, and they can appear as beautiful humans, and if they kiss you, that is generally considered fatal. Sometimes immediately, sometimes years later, but the kiss of a jinn always seems to result in a fiery death.
Now, I know you just told our hostess that it definitely was 100% not a gin, but I'm feeling like it might be.
Oh, right. I assumed it was.
Oh, okay.
But there's no point in panicking her.
Now, do they live in lamps?
They do not.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Look, I watched Aladdin a lot of times when I was a kid.
That's
about all I know.
Yeah, they do not sing songs. They do not live in lamps.
Oh, it's a
They're
big
not
old bummer.
blue. Yeah, they do have phenomenal cosmic power.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not
Yeah.
itty bitty little space.
Yeah. Matilda, you look like you want to do something.
I do. I don't know if I should use magic or continue to investigate. What do you guys think?
Magic.
It's up to you. We don't get to tell you
What
because
would Matilda
you're
do,
an
though?
individual person.
Oh, but oh, you're right. Matilda wouldn't ask questions.
That's right.
She would just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna use magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Magic.
Okay.
Good.
That's 6 plus my weird,
Yeah.
7.
Nice.
Wait, can I use my
Or,
help too?
yeah, you could use your
Use my help.
help
Let's make it
Uh-huh.
an 8.
and roll an extra die.
I roll an extra die?
Yeah, yeah. Or you could just re-roll the 1 because that's garbage.
Yeah.
Or it
Oh.
could be a 1 again.
Hot diggity.
Okay.
Okay, so it's still a 7.
I'm so bad at dice.
Wait, who bought the helps for everybody?
Buddha bought a bunch of them. And
Thank you.
it's
And
okay.
still grateful.
Hoodie
so
Dave, I'm
grateful.
sorry that they are wasting your helps.
I've still got mine.
Okay.
Me too.
Mine's on ice.
Keep
So,
that fresh.
but anyway, but that's still.
But that's still 7 through 9.
Yeah, it's still okay.
So it works
what-
imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch.
What kind
Yes.
of magic are you using?
And a glitch. Okay.
Yeah. So So why don't you tell us how you work the spell? What do you do?
Well, there are hand movements that she does. Have you guys read The Magician?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tutting. Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Tutting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the coolest freaking
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I don't.
And also coupled with a language that she just sort of mutters under her breath.
Ah, okay.
And what I want to do is maybe communicate with something that I don't share a language with, and it's the tapestry on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
That was unharmed by the fire,
Yeah.
strangely enough.
So strange.
Is it a good sized tapestry to be a cape, or is it too big?
It's probably about like 3 feet by like 5 feet or
You
so.
can't
It could
steal
have.
this rich lady's tapestry
It's-
for your cape. I tell you that.
Why?
every time.
It's not a cape, but it could be about the same size as a
It
cape.
could be a cape.
It could
is
be
what
a
I'm
cape.
hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unrelated.
Yes. Totally.
And the glitch will be that the effect has a short duration.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna So you get a very brief time to communicate this.
Okay.
So do they see you just like turn and start talking to the tapestry?
I think I say to them, I'm going to communicate with this tapestry now.
Oh, okay.
It's not weird.
Deaf.
Right. Yeah.
No, I say it all the time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
She is aces at communicate with cloth. 100%.
This is not the weirdest thing we've seen her do.
Get
That's
her a
true.
loom.
Get a loom already.
Nice.
So
Yes.
Cheers.
You're so proud of yourself.
This
I'll
time you should
I'll
be.
see myself out.
You're fired.
Come
Very
back,
upset.
Jason. That was
you
amazing.
took that further than
Okay.
I would have. That's great.
Okay, so
That's called
so
commitment.
you communicate with the tapestry.
Yeah. Do you want to be the tapestry?
Of course, I want the tapestry.
Has anyone ever asked you that before?
No.
No.
Did you see my cat performance a few weeks ago? You weren't there, were you?
No.
Oh,
That was so good.
I got to play a cat.
No, I was.
No, you
I
were
was.
there.
I was.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were.
there. I was there. I
Okay.
was there.
Jellicle
you
cat?
No.
No, the cat, as I remember, had a tiny lisp.
The cat did have
Yeah.
a
I
tiny
don't
lisp.
remember. When did we talk to a cat?
In your Jimmy
And
Does
then-
play
yeah.
test that I ran.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
okay
my
because
house.
none of the
Yeah.
people
My house.
listening know anything about it. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
But it was
go
great. Take
How
our word
about
for it.
that?
Oh my
Amazing.
god, we had so much
about
fun
that?
with
So
you.
what's this curtain saying?
ahead. Tapestry.
Tell me what happened here.
Win.
Oh my god, talk faster. There was a fire. Why are you not burned?
The fire didn't touch me
Why?
because the djinn didn't want it to.
Why?
Ooh.
Probably because I am beautiful and important.
Jesus, we can't argue with that.
Self-centered curtains.
What? Everything he plays is beautiful.
I like this. This is I'm a tapestry.
Tapestry.
If you just do this, someone will be like, "Oh, tapestry."
You
tapestry."
have to inspect the tapestries.
Tapestries.
I'm trying. This is important.
I'm down.
This tapestry is not conceited. It's just convinced.
I'm in it.
Do you have special powers?
Of course not.
Says the talking tapestry.
Cloth. I'm a tapestry.
What do you have to say of any value?
I show history. I'm beautiful.
Okay, so the djinn didn't want to burn you. So
The
there
djinn
must
only
be.
wanted to burn the girl
Why?
because she saw him.
So he would have left had no one seen him without burning anyone, because no one would be there. I'm really sorry. This is awful. I'm so bad at questioning tapestries.
You're doing it. You're doing
You're
it.
doing the thing.
So bad. You're giving me nothing.
It's so character appropriate, though.
It is. I'm just talking to this tapestry. Okay.
So I wanna
Do
know-
we hear the other side of the
I want
conversation?
to know
or-
what the tapestry language is. It sounds like curtains ruffling in the wind.
Yeah.
I think she just sort of like.
It looks like she's talking to herself. Probably.
Yeah, she's just
And-
talking to herself.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even think it's rustling.
No,
Oh.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Great. What happened after the woman burned? Was there magic in the room? Is it over? Is my time
over.
up?
Short-lived glitch. Sorry,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, I gotta
You got a
get
bit.
really. I gotta
Yeah.
get better at
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's not even the fourth weirdest thing we've seen her do.
Samid. Wait, no, I'm sorry, not Samid. That's her servant. Ibrahim. Yeah. I need to write down names. Oh well, it's on
I wrote
the
them down. I
internet.
wrote
I
them
can
down
watch YouTube
somewhere.
and
Forever.
transcribe. So Ibrahim runs in and he says, "My friends, agents, your agent Volkov, she left. She took the car and she just left.
God damn it, Volkov.
I tried to stop her, but she got in the car and drove away before I
didn't
understood
even know
what
she
happened.
knew how to drive.
All right.
I can get us another car, but it will take a little while."
I'm just gonna text Volkov. Volkov, what the fuck?
Do you text while driving?
No.
Okay.
It's
Voice
just not
actor.
safe.
Hello,
Voice actor.
hello, Google.
So
I'm not even
Liliana.
sure if I text.
Yeah.
I have to think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
I probably have a phone,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
but I'm
I
kind of
bet you don't pay
old.
attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you have a flip phone.
yeah.
I'm not good.
Unfortunately, you guys failed all your investigation rolls earlier, so nobody thought that when she said, "I'm going to go make a phone call," like,
That
oh
seemed
wait,
reasonable, yeah.
she doesn't know how her phone works.
That's why I'm driving to the hotel to use the one that's plugged into the wall.
Right, of course.
That's what you have
Must
to
be
do to
what
make a
she's doing.
call. Yeah.
So
Can you get me a line through to?
Do we have a tracker on that car?
So
by
you
any
pull up
chance?
at what looks like a very old building. It was probably some sort of storehouse or something like that. It's almost like a ruin now, but it's probably at least 200 or 300 years old structure that seems to have been abandoned for quite a while.
Okay.
It's the ancient Jordanian, or not ancient, but it's the antique Jordanian version of an abandoned warehouse.
Okay.
Let's say.
I'm gonna very purposefully park quite a ways away
Okay.
because I'm not super. I'm a spy, and I know enough to be like,
Yeah.
we're in modern day. They can
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
figure out what the fucking
You
car
feel
is.
the compulsion. You feel the compulsion to go here, but
The
you're
compelliosity.
the compelliosity
Yes.
to go here, but you are but you're not like out of your senses.
Okay.
You have full control of what you're doing. You just like every time you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, like you feel the pain.
And I'm going to leave my phone in the car, too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it sort of like every breath you take? Yeah.
Every step you.
Yeah.
Yes. It's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't take the easy
Jason
one.
loses.
Sorry.
Okay. So what do you do?
So I leave the car parked pretty far away, and near a bunch of other empty things. So if they get there, they're probably gonna have to like search other things.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave my phone in the car, and I'm gonna head towards where it is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be very obvious about like my hands being down. Although if it's who I think it is, it's there's no reason to fear me.
Yeah. So you're walking straight towards the storehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You as you're walking up, you see a door, and it swings open. The sun is starting to set. You know, it's that beautiful sunset light. It's the golden hour, the magic hour.
Right.
And as you approach the door, out from the shadow of it steps the man that you saw in the. Actually, no, it's not the man that you saw.
Is it his butler?
No. You're the only one with the butler.
Okay, fine.
You and Salma. Describe. It doesn't have to be a man. Describe Liliana's perfect attraction. Like, what?
Is Liliana still attracted to people?
Yeah, no, I don't think she is anymore.
Okay.
Because I think that's part of.
What if it's a version of Liliana that looks alive?
If it's something that might. Oh, that's interesting.
Like a very similar looking woman who's like full of life.
Yeah.
And
I was going to
Clearly
say
has
a
a soul.
super creepy kid.
Oh.
Not because she's attracted to them, but just because that's.
yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I'm happy with either of those. That's also very cool.
Actually, you know who it is.
Uh-oh.
There was a colonel back during the dark years of Interpol, when you were undercover as a Nazi Interpol agent. There was a Colonel Otto. I had some names. Where'd my names go?
The chat room saying Sanders.
There we go.
Otto von Sanders?
Otto Graf.
Autograph.
Colonel Graf. Oh no!
Otto
No,
Graf?
that's terrible. Why did I? Oh my God! Not Otto.
You animal.
It's Hans Graf. That was entirely unintentional. I did not mean.
That was a moment of my life I hope I never forget.
Why can't we have autograph?
No.
I don't get it.
And his cousin Pen
Because we
Pal.
wrote a Bazooka Joe comic, that's why.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm already trying to figure out how to get Agent McAgent face in the game. I'm going to figure out a way.
No,
have to,
they're
though.
saying the chat room saying autograph is canon and on the internet forever. They voted.
Chad, why would you do that to me? That was
You said it out loud.
you said it. I did not mean
You gave it to them. You're like, here's the play.
You can't give us this gift and
gotta
then
tell
take it
Your face as
away.
you said it
I
was
gotta
so
tell you, this
perfect.
is like, can you guys see? Like,
Kind of.
don't take a
Spoilers.
screenshot, but it's real. Yeah, don't.
You looked so
Could be
proud.
spoilers.
Freeze frame.
I was like, oh, I had this name all ready to go
Yeah.
for something else. It's Otto. What was his last name? Oh, Graf. Yeah. Yeah, I really thought I was awesome there.
But you were.
I'm already looking forward to rewatching this moment.
Yes.
Over and over,
Over
in the video.
and over
That's
and
gonna be
over.
great.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Thank you for that.
Colonel Graf.
Sir Colonel Graf, who you seduced
Okay.
while you were trying to get Nazi secrets.
Before my transition.
Yeah, and maybe you loved him, maybe you didn't. That's for you to decide. But he certainly loved you. And he appears in the doorway. He's wearing his very sleekly designed Hugo Boss Nazi uniform.
Ugh.
Yeah,
And
Hugo
he's
Boss
still the
designed
same
the
age
Nazi
as
uniform.
when she saw him.
Yeah, and he's in his prime still, and but yes, so he appears, and he smiles as you walk up to the door. This is Liliana.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this actually him, or does the demon take pieces of my memory and appear as them?
You know, you can tell the demon or whatever this is giving you this image because he thinks that it will, he sees it in your mind.
Okay.
It sees it in your mind as something that you would have considered attractive.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna kneel and just look down. You needed me. You requested my presence.
Oh, no, this is not the demon who owns your soul.
Oh, okay. But it's
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the burn kissy.
This is the burn
guy.
kissy.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. You
Different
knew,
demon.
Different.
Different,
Kiss, burn, burn.
different flavor of demon.
Got it. Okay.
Different flavor of demon. No, when your demon comes up, you'll know.
Okay.
But, this one just.
I thought it was a little soon for that. I was
sorry.
oh,
Yes, sorry.
okay.
I didn't realize that was.
I'm gonna be a little more standoffish.
Yes, you don't.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
You would kneel. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
This is
my boss's coworker.
No, this would be like a flunky of one of your boss's distant relatives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're probably fairly an equal playing field then.
At least.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
You're doing sloppy work. You attract a lot of attention.
the work was required to be done.
Well, if you're supposed to do work, you do a good job of it. Leaving terrible replicas of the images and waving on the cameras, not such a great plan.
Well, I'm afraid that the person who paid me didn't
Specify
pay me.
you do a good job?
No.
Yeah, well,
I don't exactly like doing things for other people.
shocking. Who is it that paid you?
And now you see, like, he becomes sort of like a humanoid shape, but it's but sort of his eyes become glowing fire. This is. I was under the impression that you already knew who hired us.
Well, perhaps if you'd done a better job of communicating that than you did of actually performing your duties, then perhaps I'd know.
Vladlena sends her regards.
Repeat the name, please.
Vladlena.
Oh,
Like Vlad.
I thought you said Fatlena.
No.
Okay.
And as he says, Vladlena sends her regards, you see behind him about 20 different sets of eyes burst into flame. Flaming eyes appear in the darkness behind you.
Yeah.
And that is where we must leave off tonight.
Okay.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
scary.
good.
Spooks.
Awesome.
Cool.
And then he
So-
disappears, leaving just a napkin with a signature on it.
Right, yeah. That's not what happens.
Autograph.
Oh my god.
You win!
Oh, I've lost my game in the first session.
You completely lost. Yes.
I
that's
lose
brilliant.
at Game Master.
It's brilliant.
It's awesome.
Oh,
I love it.
damn it. I was so proud of Autograph.
You
should be.
I totally...
That's what made it the best thing, is you were so proud of it. And we were just
You
like,
never said it out loud, did you?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Someone
I never
needs
said
to
it out
tell
loud.
him.
I was so for those listening at home, I have a new job that I was hired for immediately after committing to do this. That now makes it sometimes uncertain if I'm going to be able to be here every session on time. So I was preparing things for the group to be able to do when I'm not here. One of those things is something that has become a thing with Powered by the Apocalypse games called love letters, which is where you basically write a a very detailed custom move for your characters, and it, and it's and it tells a story, and it's supposed to be a way to tell something that happened to your characters when a great amount of time has passed between stories.
Right.
So, or not a great amount of time, but just some time has passed. So I created some love letters for the different characters. Jefferson Snodgrass Plank appears in one of them, and Colonel Graff appears in another one, and I'm like, oh, I should have his first name. Oh, Otto, that sounds good. And I was writing all this up, never spoke it out loud.
Well, at least his last name wasn't erotic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
that
next
is
time,
true.
Private Butts. First name Seymour.
Seymour Butts.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, awesome. Super great.
Yeah. So that was our first game, and in Powered by the Apocalypse games, I always like to do sort of like a debriefing and talk about what we liked and didn't like about the game. We're kind of out of time. We will probably do some of that off camera, and maybe talk
We can do
talk
it. We
about
can
it
go over a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that briefly before the next session.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, because we're out of time, and I love to do that stuff. But that is our episode for tonight.
Absolutely.
Hooray.
Yay. Good game.
Stay tuned 2 weeks from now, and we will
2
have
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
And we will have probably the conclusion of our
Next week, please send some good vibes my way as I am camping with 140 teenagers in the desert.
And I'll be camping with 140 teenagers in a different desert.
Yeah.
Wow.
Far, far away. Yeah.
I'm on hiatus for 2 weeks.
Gonna be
I'll be playing
right
video games.
here. So anyway, check out happyjacks.org/schedule for our full streaming schedule if you're not in the desert with a bunch of teenagers. And if you want to talk about this game, check out happyjacks.org/forum. There's a whole section of the forum there where you can talk about it, post things, get feedback, stuff like that.
Yes, on the forum, I started a thread to take requests or suggestions of where in the world our Interpol agents should go. So if you have a place that you want to see, please go to the forum and help me out with suggesting some various places throughout the world that you would like to see in our game.
Yep, absolutely. The next game happening this week is The Spaniard's Ghost, which is in Savage Worlds, Pirates of the Spanish Main, and that will be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And we will talk to you later. So thank you guys so much.
Everyone. Thank
Bye.
you. Is